children, that unfortunately these results of these programs have been mixed. None of the programs were very successful in giving the employment opportunities to the people. The results of these programs, they have been mixed, and one of the major reasons for less effectiveness is the lack of proper implementation and right targeting. These are the two major reasons for not being these programs what I discussed, okay, they are unsuccessful. One is not properly implemented, and the second one is the target was not fixed properly. Okay, so right target was not there and proper implementation of these programs were not done by the by the government. So that is why these poverty schemes or programs, poverty elevated programs, these were not able to get the poverty down. Okay. So moreover, there has been a lot of overlapping of schemes. Another demerit is that overlapping of schemes. Despite the good intentions, the benefits of these schemes are not fully reached to the deserving poor. Therefore, the major emphasis in recent years is on the proper monitoring of all the poverty alleviation programs. So, in today's field, if you see whatever program is being introduced by the government, then a proper verification, then monetization of these programs, supervision, that should be required in implementing any poverty alleviated program. So these are some of the demerits of those poverty programs. These are old programs. Still now, you know that these programs were not satisfied, become successful in present scenario. Let's discuss the challenges ahead. Okay, poverty has certainly declined in India, right? But despite the progress, poverty reduction remains India's most compelling challenge. Wide disparities in poverty are visible between rural and urban. That means more poverty people remain where? In rural area. Certain social and economic groups are more vulnerable to poverty. Poverty reduction is expected to make better progress in the next 10 to 15 years. This would be possible mainly due to higher economic growth, right? Increasing stress on universal free elementary education, declining population growth, increasing empowerment of the women and the economically weaker sections of society. So if we focus on these factors, then definitely we are going to achieve our goal. What is the goal? Poverty to be down or to be reduced. The official definition of poverty, however, captures only a limited part of the poverty, and that really means to people. Okay, so it is about a minimum subsistence level of living rather than a reasonable level of living. That means what the poverty says, it is saying that the minimum subsistence level of the life should be that should not be seen. Rather, what should be seen? The reasonable level of living, right? So it is about a minimum subsistence level of living rather than the reasonable level of living. Remember this line. What is the line? What is the line? Minimum subsistence level of living. It is about minimum subsistence level. Means poverty is discussing about the minimum subsistence level, not the reasonable level of living. Many scholars advocate that we must broaden the concept into human poverty. What is human poverty? So human poverty means human beings are in poverty, right? So here some of the question will come in your mind, that let us discuss those questions. A large number of people may have been able to feed themselves. They may feed themselves. But do they have education? Do they have shelter? Do they have health care? Do they have job security? Do they have self-confidence? Are they free from caste or any gender discrimination? Or is the practice of child labor still common? Worldwide experience shows that with development, the definition of what constitutes poverty also changes. Okay, that means with the development, with the passage of time, the concept of poverty also changing. Earlier, जिसके पास रोटी कपड़ा मकान नहीं है, then they are called the poverty. Now the thing is different. We are in luxurious life. That is why the concept of poverty also gradually changing. Okay, it is not only the food requirement of the people, but also some other essential necessities like your health, education, your proper shelter. All these matters a lot and bring a lot of changes in the concept of thinking the concept of poverty. Okay, so eradication of poverty is always a moving target. Hopefully, we will be able to provide the minimum necessary in terms of only income to all people by the end of the next decade. Okay, but remember children that the target will move on for many of the bigger challenges that still remain. That is providing healthcare, it is a challenge. Education, it is a challenge. Job security, it is a challenge to all. And achieving gender equality is also a challenge. Dignity of the poor, it is also a challenge, right? So these will be even bigger task. It is not just about the poverty, just we are thinking about the income and consumption level. It is also we have to think about the education, sanitation, then healthcare, then job opportunities, then caste discrimination, gender discrimination. These are called the other aspects. These are called the also not only the poverty as a challenge, but also these are called the risk factors for the people, and these are called nowadays the challenges to us or for us. Us means we the people. Okay, so you have understood this part. That means the bigger challenges that still remain. What are the biggest challenges? Job security, healthcare, proper health, providing healthcare facilities, then education facilities, gender discrimination, treatment to poor properly. So all these are called the challenges. It is not only the case of poverty. Right children? Okay.